Hey, welcome back. We're going to run over exactly how to target the right audience, and we're going to run through some specific details. If you're already starting with marketing, this may be a reason why you're not reaching the right audience right now, or why it's not actually hitting the right mark. And you'll kind of understand the basics here as we break this down. But the very first thing we're going to run over is the product and solution awareness table. Because this is actually a really good identifier of kind of what your messaging is doing at each given time. As you all know, is sometimes you can just preach out your product to as many different people as you can, but it's not really going to hit the right mark if you're not targeting the right specific action steps around this. So the very first thing is we look at our unaware. So this is product unaware and solution unaware. So they don't know anything about what you're doing. They don't know why they need it. So these are the people that are going to waste all of your money. So just do not target any people that have no idea what you're offering in, especially no idea what their pain point is going into it. So we're getting to this next one, which is problem aware and solution unaware. So that means they have a problem. So let's say that they have um, let's just say that they're losing a lot of hair right now. So products that could be around the spectrum around those could be like some of the different creams or something like that that they could be trying out. This is also a really good place to hit on. This is where most of your targeting should be kind of dialed into. They already have a problem, so you're just trying to point them as much as you can to your solution. That way they become aware of it, and also it kind of becomes into their mind space, makes it a little bit easier to sell. And then, of course, we're going to have product are problem aware, solution aware. That means they know you, they know everything about you. This is all your retargeting campaigns. This is the big R retargeting for them. This is usually where you're going to start your product and start your advertisements out is right here. And this is kind of the flow chart around it. And then also if they have are solution aware but product or problem unaware, um, that's you just mean that your solution is not really solving anything for these people. This is also just a waste of money. This is how you'll know that your offering is just not working for anything in that space right now. So let's talk about these big two right here. We're going to start breaking into exactly how you're going to target these people and exactly what kind of methods you can do as you start getting into this. So product, problem aware, solution unaware. They have a problem. So how are we going to target these people? You talk about all the different pain points. Let's say that we're going after, let's just like a call funnel. You're trying to schedule calls for your coaching event or something like that. So let's say the hot cost per call is very high right now. So this is the problem that we need solution to. Let's say we just need the solution is just a lead gen solution. That should be my whole entire focus of my ad is trying to figure out like, hey, your cost per call is probably skyrocketing through the roof right now. It's probably way too much, like $500 or $300 cost per call. But let's say I could bring that down for you to like around $100. But it's actually gonna be a lot more qualified leads coming through here too. So it's not just only that's gonna be cheaper than what you're already doing, but it's actually more qualified book calls coming through your funnel. Meaning your sales team's not gonna be complaining about pouring leads all the time or people have no money. It's actually gonna be a lot more advantageous for you to actually join on with this. They know about my lead gen solution from here. So now let's get into some more retargeting. So they know about lead gen, everything that my solution is doing for them. So what's like more things I could put onto that plate to tip it over to my scales to make sure so they know a little bit more about me and a little bit more about what I'm offering. So that's what we're going to keep on breaking down with retargeting offers and trying to see which one can actually click with that or which one will resonate the most and click to get people to go forward with you. So maybe that is just going after more of these pain points, cost per result. So maybe say lead quality is bad. My lead gen solution will help that. It helps with lead quality. Let's throw in a testimonial also. So testimonial. Someone trying it out and that's worked for them. So it could probably work for you in that same exact niche that you're targeting right now. Let's say we'll break down a little bit more about the nitty gritty of it. Let's say more about like how the tracking works behind the scenes. So you're going to know every single number that you're going to be working with inside your business. Makes it a little bit easier for you. But then you'll start to break this down as far as where the solution comes into play, how you're going to start to frame that the correct way so you could actually push them forward with more of your advertisements or a little bit more. There's a lot of different ways you could also do this. You could do this on the landing page as well too. I'm going to stop this and I'm going to open up a new board here. I should scroll down here. So you could handle this a lot of different ways. You could handle this with ads. I like handling a lot of this with ads where I could add one ad that's all about problem aware, solution unaware. And then you're going to retarget that ad with an aware and aware ad because now they're starting to understand about what you do. So that's going to be another ad. But let's say you don't want to do this. Let's say you want to have an ad for your solution or your problem aware, solution unaware. But let's say you want to handle this with a long form like sales page funnel where you have like a headline, you have a VSL video, you have a button right here, but then also you have like different sections down here, a little bit more about what it does, who it's helped. Let's get some testimonials inside of here. Let's get another CTA right here. And then of course, like just have the bottom here, which will just be the just more, maybe just adding some just the different like authority based places. I think that's always good to have. So then you start to understand that people are becoming more aware of your offerings. So you can also just send a retargeting ad back to this landing page here. It makes it a little bit easier for people to understand kind of what you do and what you offer, and then additional points that come in with what you offer. So here's where people get wrong. They go after the unaware and aware. They don't really know they have a problem yet. So there's no real reason to say, hey, you have a problem to someone who says that they don't have a problem. It's not going to track well. It's not going to do anything. You could go up to a bunch of different business owners and say, hey, you have a big issue with your business right now. You're actually just losing money all because of your email list. People really won't really resonate with that. They're only going to know something's wrong once they start to look into it a little bit more and say, wow, my email list is not actually doing what it needs to. Let's search around a little bit, and then all of a sudden get hit with an ad where it's like, hey, your email list is probably really bad right now. What happens if I could actually improve the open rates from like a 15% that you're seeing right now up to 30%? And when I double the amount of click traffic coming through with your email list right now, and actually makes it a little more about the system going from point A to point B to your purchasing to more of the retargeting, retention, getting through to actually up the order conversions a little bit more. And that's where you start to understand is when you're approaching it from this point that they already have a problem, you're just trying to solve it as quickly as possible for them. Then you could get into this very nice, easy flow chart as far as who you're targeting, why you're targeting them, and what you're going to say to them. That's the biggest thing, too. We'll get into exactly how to target these people next. And then, of course, what we're going to say to these people. But this is the very first step to understand kind of what we're going to go after here. Thanks.